What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I appreciate all the love I get on my channel, all the positive feedback, the likes, comments, shares, you know. I appreciate y'all. If you guys would like a personal reading, check out the About section of the channel for more information and the description box. Gonna be having some openings, so holla. I am doing a how do they feel reading for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we will see situation, how this person feels, maybe some advice, whenever the cards fly out, you know what I mean? Eight of Pentacles for Aries, Leo, King of Pentacles, Sagittarius, Four of Pentacles. So are we dealing with earth signs or are we dealing with money? The bottom is the Death card. The Death card, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Cups. So this could be so many things, but I feel like something's changing. Something had to change. Maybe you weren't really even aware of the change that's going on right now, but I feel like things definitely had to be let go of. Things needed to come back in a different way. There could have been a lot of confusion around feelings. There could have been a lot of things going on or choices. And someone who just overall is kind of disconnected. Someone could be thinking about things of the past, one specific person that things didn't really work out with, or whatever the case may be. But I feel like someone is kind of like disappointed that they're the ones that were like left out of this because of all these choices of, you know, the money and the fame, or things kind of like, it's almost like someone all of a sudden like changed completely, and now all of a sudden they have all these choices, all these people, all this stuff going on, and someone's just left feeling like, you know what I mean? Someone's really bored. Someone feels like they're not really chosen, or they're not a priority. Could be dealing with Aquarius for some of you. Could have Aquarius in your chart. Aries, with the Eight of Pentacles, you've been working really hard on something. Maybe you're working on your finances. Maybe you're working on stability. I feel like it's you are the ones that had choices, confusion, whatever the case may be. You could have been dealing with a Scorpio with a lot of choices, a lot of things going on, and maybe this person got bored with you, or vice versa. I feel like you want to work on this, or this person wants to work on this now. I feel like this person, or both of you maybe, have gone through a lot of things, and somehow in the mix, you know, maybe you guys need to take the time out to work on your relationship too, you know what I mean? Or maybe someone isn't really focused on a relationship, because you have the Knight of Wands and the Seven of Wands. So I feel like, you know, in the process of you changing and working on yourself, working on your money, working on your stability, you in turn ended up blocking someone, because I feel like you guys were going in different directions. I feel like this person could have blocked you, or vice versa, but I just feel like you're kind of on a mission right now to do, you know, to go after your desires, to go after your dreams, to go after your goals, and that kind of left someone out. And I feel like because there was so much going on, because there was so much confusion, so many people, someone just decided to walk away. Because I think that the biggest change in the situation for somebody was that you walked away from them and then ended up blocking someone else, or they blocked you, you know what I mean? And I feel like it's not super malicious, because I feel like you are working really hard for yourself to, you know, to get yourself in a good place, you know, stack some money up, put some money in the bank. And I think maybe you guys are just going in different directions. You guys wanted different things. Someone didn't want to be a part of a bunch of options and someone really didn't offer much. You know what I mean? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. They take their sweet ass time. They do things how they want to do it, when they want to do it. And I feel like someone just got tired of waiting. Maybe there's something else that you went for, some other person. The Two of Cups is like, this was a soulmate connection though. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, like I said. Could be a Cancer. Could be a Leo or another fire sign. Let me put my phone on vibrate because that's going to irritate me. Where's it at? I feel like somebody got blocked by a soulmate. Because maybe they didn't really offer anything. They had this idea, but something like somebody unexpectedly got cut out of this. And I feel like maybe someone was maybe too focused on money and stability, or someone was already in a relationship. Someone is in a relationship with someone else now. But it's like this bond still stands. Page of Pentacles. Could be a younger earth sign. This is something that was buried, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I feel like sometimes you think about it, or maybe like the biggest thing that you're worried about right now is like, this is something that you wanted to do a very long time, and now you finally had the chance, the money, the freedom to do it. And yes, you love this person, there's a connection here, but maybe right now it's just not something that's on your mind, not something that you're interested in doing. You don't want to be locked down to this person right now, maybe, even though you do love them. I mean, you guys are really attracted to this person. You feel like they could have whoever they want, you know what I mean? So, like, in a way, you do want to be with them, but it's just like you're kind of focused on yourself right now. Leo, you have the King of Pentacles. So, you guys might be getting, stacking your money up too. Maybe you're getting a job where you have people that work under you, so you kind of tell people what to do. You kind of call the shots. Three of Cups. So maybe you were put in a third party situation with, that's way too many. Someone may be partying a little bit too much. Maybe somebody doesn't really pay you a lot of attention because they're too busy with their friends. Four of Swords and the Ace of Cups. You guys took a break from someone. Could be a water sign. You just felt like that was the best thing to do, but now there's a love offer. There's still a love offer here, but then there's still someone who kind of likes attention. Six of Wands. So I feel like if you're waiting, if you're on a break from someone and you're waiting for them to kind of come and offer this, or this, if you're waiting for this beginning, I feel like it's here and it's going to go in your favor. But I just feel like someone needs to figure out what they want and what they want to do. You know, they want to be friends. They want to talk to to a bunch of people. Page of Wands, King of Cups, Two of Swords. This person has love for you, but they also like to keep their options open, I think. Someone could be drinking quite a bit, and someone doesn't really want to make a decision about feelings or choices or options right now. Even though they know that, like, eventually a choice would have to be made. I think someone's just kind of in their glory right now. Someone's kind of living it up, and maybe they offer love to someone else, or you feel like you want them to make a decision about this and cut something out because you want to have this new beginning with them. But there's way too many people in this, and it's like for some of you it's just easier to take a break from this right now and talk to other people, kind of be single life, even though I feel like you guys do care about them. Six of Pentacles, pretty much I think that this person wants you to show them more attention, offer them love, and give them exactly what they've given you. And I just feel like someone doesn't really talk about their emotions, and there could have been a fight recently, and someone is just ready to cut someone out. Whether that's you or another person, or maybe you want this person to cut out their other options and, you know, pay more attention to you instead of the little birdies in their ear, because there definitely needs to be a balance of what you guys are going to do when it comes to a commitment or a marriage, without the cheating and lying and sneaking around. There needs to be balance in this. I feel like someone wants to begin something new, maybe a new cycle, but there needs to be a conversation about, telling the truth about what it is that you want to this person and vice versa, because I feel like you are kind of going after what you want in a way, and maybe that means leaving someone else behind. Regardless if there was a relationship, I feel like someone walked away because they were juggling, you know what I mean? And you got your heart broken pretty bad, so it's like this isn't really moving forward right now. Maybe this was an old situation, but I just feel like someone's really guarded to taking a new beginning because of, I feel like it was switched in the past where this other person had options and were juggling, and never really made a decision. But now it's like the shoe, it's on the other foot, and you're kind of going through that same thing now, and you have to figure out what it is that you want. Kind of a head over heart decision about, do you guys want to take a break? Do you want to call it quits? Can you make this work, etc., etc. I just feel like something needs to go with the death card. Things are going to be eliminated, and whatever the case may be. I feel like someone's feels like they've been very loyal, and or they are a loyal person. They're down to earth. They're a mother, and they don't really have time for all this. Sagittarius, you have the Four of Pentacles. Holding tight to something. Holding tight to money. Maybe you feel like money is tight right now, so you want to hold on to what you have. You don't want to take any losses. Maybe you're afraid of someone stealing from you, or maybe that is a relevant situation where someone did steal from you, and you kind of want, could have been a kid, younger kid. Someone also could have, I don't want to say they buried money, but I feel like maybe there's some kind of money somewhere that you forgot about, or this person forgot about. So maybe don't be so focused on keeping all your money to yourself, because maybe there's something that you don't remember. Tower. Something's about to pop off with the Two of Pentacles and the Tower. I feel like you're ready. You've made these changes in your life, and now there's going to be these new options coming in for you. And I feel like whatever money that was owed to you, that you were waiting for, that you forgot about coming back to you, is coming back to you now, when you need it. And then you have these opportunities in the back. But it's kind of about balancing it all out, because I feel like you want to do more than one thing, or this person does, that you're dealing with. But at the same time, there's something that maybe you're not seeing or not really paying attention to with the Hermit card. Maybe you're dealing with a Virgo, but I just feel like someone's being really guarded and closed off, and I feel like someone's moving away from this energy. Or maybe if you want this to move forward, just know that you don't need to be this way, maybe with this person, or maybe you need to figure out why you're still really guarded and you don't trust people very much, or whatever the case may be, because you do have someone coming in and offering you love, or maybe finally telling you how they feel about you and making this decision. But it's like you have to come together with this person and make this work, have this conversation instead of like not talking about it, because I feel like someone could be dealing with the Pisces with the Knight of Pentacles, very slow. But I feel like their feelings are, they've kind of recently made the choice to maybe move towards you and tell you how they feel about you. But it's just like they need to take it slow. And I feel like they are loyal to you. They want to be with you. But I also feel like someone's very lonely. Their mother could be lonely as well. Maybe they feel like they can't leave their mother. But the Lover's card is here. So it's like that this connection is here. But you also know that when it comes to the mind, mental conflict, the mind games, blah, blah, that shit needs to end. Like, you're not about to do that with this person anymore, even if they have some mental things going on. I feel like whatever kind of mental conflict or anxiety and stuff, I feel like that's coming to an end when it comes to this person in your life. And I think that they're just not very good at talking about their emotions. They're not very good at expressing their emotions. They kind of keep it to themselves. But I feel like that could be coming to an end as well, because they've kind of realized this connection as well. And I feel like this is where this is who they want to be with. That you're who they want to be with, even though in the past they could have like ran away from this and been really harsh with their words. But it's like, this is something that is fated. This is destiny. So even if this person has friends, maybe a fire sign, I feel like that maybe tried to come back in. I think this person is making the choice to kind of like take back control of their life, or you are, and have the courage to, stay positive about this, even though you've kind of taken some hits. You're kind of, there might be some unresolved grief or loss here, but at the same time, you're trusting your intuition, and maybe you're being more positive about bringing this happiness into your life. You're manifesting this, as well as new opportunities in money or a new investment, or just spending more time with this person, maybe communicating more. I feel like you guys have a connection where you could learn a lot from each other in this, even though it's like you feel like you're stuck in a situation. Maybe this person's far away. I think that you made the decision, or they've made the decision, like despite their fear, you're going to get through this and stay in this solid, committed relationship, because you're manifesting all this in right now, as well as new beginnings, because this is your wish come true, and I feel like it is coming true for you. And this person wants you just as much as you want them, even though maybe they had left in a situation before, or maybe they want to leave the situation that they're in right now, but they can't because someone has medical issues. I feel like someone has heart issues as well. Could be a grandparent. I just see an older person. Someone needs to practice more deep breathing, or some kind of relaxation, especially if you have heart problems already, because I think that someone needs to try to be stress free, because I think that there might be some health issues that you've had for a while that you just kind of brushed under the rug, and now it's time to kind of take care of yourself, because there could have been, I think there's a lot of fear around this as well. Maybe you're worried about someone in your family or someone that you love could be ill, and maybe you're unaware of this. There could have been a death in the family as well for some of you. Or maybe you're going to be learning more about like this person that you're dealing with, like how they grew up, and maybe how they live their life, and why they are the way they are. I just feel like things are definitely changing, and I see good energy here for the most part. What are the romance angel or cards for our fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone is worth waiting for, and someone does need to accept help from other people in their life. And it's like they just want you to decide, or maybe you want this person to decide what they want, so that it comes to you now, because it's like once you put that thought out into the universe, it's like I read something yesterday where it's like you only have to ask once, and it's already on its way to you. So it's like just believing that, and kind of claiming it as yours, and remaining positive could be a really big or a really big, I don't know why I was going to say offer, but maybe that has something to do. Maybe there is a really big offer. The bottom is, this could be the one. Forgiving and learning. Getting to know each other. Children. Your love life is being affected by children. There might be a red flag as well. There's something that you guys need to pay attention to with your children. Make sure your children know that they're loved. Maybe there's some situation out there where someone's child is going through something, and they are unsure, that maybe they don't feel very loved, or maybe it's time to spice some things back up in your relationship. Kind of, go back to those days where you guys used to flirt, or go on dates, or, because I feel like you truly love someone. Aries, you have positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. it's important for you to know that even if maybe you don't love someone anymore or you don't want kids, that you can still be attracted to someone who does have kids, or that everybody, deserves love in their own way. And it's like maybe not judging that situation. For some reason, I'm getting that. Because you never know the path that people walk in this life or what it's like to be in their shoes, especially when children are involved, especially when they weren't loved correctly. And even though that's a tough spot to be in a tough situation, it's very easy to judge from the outside in, but I feel like everybody deserves love no matter who you are. Even if that's not the right person for you, it's important to remember that when you're dealing with other people. Leo, you have keep an open mind, but it came up in reverse. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. I feel like you guys want what you want, and you're just like not really open to seeing that there's other types of people out there for you who could be better for you. That could be what you're looking for, but you're not really opening your mind to that possibility. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, but your mind isn't open enough to accept the fact that it's nothing like anyone you've been with before. And I feel like you have a lot of attraction for this person, and you kind of know deep down that there is love here, but you're just not really sure if it's just like, if it's really love or if it's sex, basically. Sagittarius, you have past life relationship. You've known each other before. You have forgiving and learning and getting to know each other. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. This goes deeper than this lifetime. This was past lifetimes. Someone could have Sagittarius in their chart as well. But I just feel like there is some forgiving and learning. Like, this is the karmic tie that was here from lifetimes before, and it's kind of brought into this one because you still need to release and heal the things, the triggers that you have with this person, because I feel like that happens a lot. But I feel like if you want more love in your life, you have to release and heal the past and kind of let people get to know you. And I think that's hard for you guys to do sometimes, but I just feel like there is a really strong bond from a past life. But it's the thing that you guys were supposed to learn was to love yourself first, and then in turn forgive people in your life, and learn that lesson. And letting people get to know you, and being positive, and like that's all a part of this karmic lesson with this person. But I just feel like it's a really big trigger for you, and I keep saying something to do with kids. But someone does definitely want to work on this with you. It's just figuring out if that person is on the same page as you, or if maybe the lesson that you have to learn with this person, maybe some of you aren't ready to see that or understand that, like, we have different types of soulmates, we have different types of bonds, and they're not always meant to be in our lives for forever. A lot of the people that come into our lives are meant to teach us things, and there are different types of soul connections, and I feel like some of them are so deep that we can't explain it, but at the same time, if this is a trigger for both of you and it's something you can't really deal with, then that's a trauma that hasn't been healed. There's things that need to be healed and released. And maybe with or without this person in your life, that was something that you needed to learn. And it's just important to remember that we keep going through these cycles. And sometimes we keep going through them even after we feel like we've learned, because there's something that we missed the last time. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something that they're bringing it back around to you to get you to see right now, because you're learning, you have a deeper understanding again this time. And it's just like, for me, I'm like, I'm tired of karmic lessons. I'm tired of karmic bonds. Like, I'm just like, didn't I already do this? I mean, haven't we been here before? Like, is it over? Is it done? But it's deeper than that, even though sometimes we're not ready to see that. I just feel like every person that comes into our life is for a reason, and a lot of the times it's to mirror something in ourselves that we need to heal. And you know being there for other people that are on a similar journey is important as well, because as we heal ourselves, then we're able to heal other people, And that's like raising the consciousness, and it just kind of like having that domino effect on the rest of the world. But anyways, that's all I have for you, fire signs. Have a good day.